Welcome everyone to the start of our Snowflake project. And this project involves the shape a hexagon. So a hexagon has 6 equal sides, all right? And if you're an in-person, you're gonna put the hexagon in the middle of your page in your art book, and you're gonna trace it. If you are not an in-person, you can either ask an adult to come over and help you draw it, or you can watch how I'm drawing it. And so I have it in the middle, and all you really want to start out with is a line. So I just traced that to kind of help me out. But you would start with a line if this is the middle of the paper right here, we go up a little bit, okay? Now this line is what we're going to be trying to copy, that length of that line. So when I draw the next line, I'm going on a diagonal down, and I want to try to get the same length. Okay. So now I'm going to go over here, and I'm lightly drawing first. Okay. And now again, coming down, and I'm looking at this corner, kind of thinking about how far it needs to come down. So that looks pretty good. And then probably to about here. Okay, so now I'm drawing this one. And again, hexagons have equal sides. So it's not perfect, but if we wanted it perfect, then we should have a nice tracer. I'll take mine, see how we did. We got a little small, but that's okay. So if you're at home, you're drawing it. If you are in person, you are going to, you are going to put it in the middle of your paper, and you are going to very gently, lightly trace the hexagon. When we get to our hand, remember we got to turn or move our fingers or our wrist. Okay. And so now you have a hexagon in the middle of your paper. That's the first step. What I'm going to do now is I'm turning my paper so my body is pointing here. Okay, and you'll notice I moved it so that this point was pointing at my body. And what I'm going to do is start on that point of that hexagon, and I'm going to draw towards my body, and I'm going to stop when I get close to the edge of the paper. Then I'm going to turn my paper again so that the point is pointed at my body. It is always easier to make a straight line when we are coming towards our body. It's a lot easier to come towards your body than to go away from your body. So you'll notice I'm not doing this one because now I'm going to turn it again. And I'm coming towards my body. Turning it again. And so when I do this one, since I have this one over here, basically we just want to try to imagine a straight line all the way over. And turn it again. Now I'm looking at this one. I'm starting on this point towards my body. And then the last one, starting here towards my body. So we have 6 lines now, which is how many parts a snowflake has. Right? The last thing we're going to do is we are going to look at this line, whatever line you pick, and you're going to come out just a little bit, and you're going to make a straight line. Now again, I turn my paper so that I'm drawing towards my body, and I'm going to try to keep the space the same. You could always use a ruler if you knew how to draw that straight line, but you'll notice I'm not using it. That's not what I'm teaching right now, and I want this to be fun. So I got a little bit bigger over here. That's okay. And then our last step is you're going to pick a shape that you like. So an example of a shape would be a triangle, a square, a circle, a rectangle, and you're going to put that shape in the middle. So I am going to pick let's do a triangle. So I don't want it to touch any of the side walls. And you'll notice I turned it this way because I think the triangle, I can go towards this point. And I can turn my paper. And I have a nice little triangle on the inside. So if you do a circle, you do it like this. If you do a square, it would be like this, but it shouldn't touch any of those sides. So good luck. You should have this drawn, and then now play the next video, and we're going to play a little dice game to design our snowflake. So good luck.